All right, welcome to the second half. I forgot to mention the first half. My name is Josh Knoll. I'm at Southern Mississippi right now. Would love to answer any questions y'all have about my comments or my thoughts from this game. I know I can be pretty sporadic with my thoughts sometimes, so if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. That being said, good luck in this half. Let's have a good one. I like the strength on that Deja. You're coming in real strong. That was a little aggressive of a play to start the quarter there. So, way to be on top of that jump ball situation there. Look, we've had a couple possessions now in the lane with some crowded room. Let's just make sure we're staying engaged at Trail and C. Not saying that you guys aren't, but hopefully that's in your mind. We're thinking, okay, I got to really be staying engaged here at Trail or even at center. Okay, looks like we got a legal screen call here or a player control foul. I'll be honest, Deja, I was not looking at that moment. I was watching Nick in that moment, so I would love to look at that play again. But yeah, it's good strength and good and confidence on that call. Good. It looked like there was really no illegal contact there. That's a good patience on that play, Deja. You had a better angle than me, though. I think that's a good decision, Ashley. Definitely look at that play again. There was a swipe down, and that ball looked like that ball might have hit the cord. Remember, for a trail especially, being aware of any support or cord above the basket. Can't expect lead to get that call, especially during a rebound. But I love the patience that you showed there, Ashley, on that drive of the basket. Remember, we have start, develop, finish, but we also have decide. And give yourself that second to decide. Was that swipe down? Did that cause any illegal contact? Did she hit the ball? Did she hit the arm? And making sure we're confident. And if we're going to make that call, make sure we're confident in what we saw and taking that extra second to decide. So I think it looked like a good decision up here. And the more important thing would be the process. I love how you pointed to the baseline right away, Nick, after that call. Oh, and great job with the sub there. That's a great way to run the game. That sort of thing should never happen again now, in theory, after we addressed it once. That was a great job. Just overall great sequence for you, Nick, on that play. So that's an interesting play there. We got two defenders coming on the ball handler there, trying to wrap up, get a jump ball. It looked like any illegal contact came from the backside, so Deja, I'd love to see you more engaged on that play. It looked like you had a good look on it. Maybe you didn't see anything. But just being more ready to act quick, because those types of plays are what can cause issues in games that players get upset about getting touched and getting tied up and start to throw elbows. So those plays, we're okay to be a little quicker on whistles. Just being real assertive in those moments. Another great example, Nick, of directing the traffic there after the foul. Pointing to where we're going, what's going next. We're going to be staying here. Baseline inbound. Subs, hold on a second, let me report. Just overall great job. We got a couple frustrated players here on red. I hope that's something that you're thinking about. I saw Nick, we had a little conversation with the coach real quick during a live ball at one point. But yeah, we just had that play on the far end that currently Nick is on, where they had the actually I don't remember, but they had that jump ball type play that I just talked about. And then we had that little scuffle for the ball there as well. Yes, I think both times red kind of got the short end of the stick there. Just so let's hope that I hope that we're aware of that potential frustration that they have. We got a 3-point game in a semifinal, and any extra communication there wouldn't hurt. Perhaps you did say something, but just keep that in mind. See, there's another play where it would be good for you, Deja, to be on the court a little bit more. Three-point attempt comes in from your side. You have a better angle there had you been more on the court. Love the mechanic, Ashley, there as well. Look, you were pretty calm after that call. Definitely had some contact, had a defender coming in. According to your call, she's not legal. We'll love to look at that again. But you did a good hustle to get to that spot, and I trust that you got to that defender early, so good job on that whole sequence. I think you have an illegal screen here, Nick. I'm confused at what that point to your foot was. I don't know if we needed that. I guess you're saying she caught her with her foot. I think that was a good call as well. My only thing is, let's look at your positioning again on that play. Were you high enough at trail that you could see the screener coming in? And if you were, that's great. Deja, I was hoping that you would help that play as well. Remember, screens can be two referee plays, especially ball screens. Ball screens almost always got to be 2 referee plays because there's 3 or 4 people involved. So I think that looks like a play that definitely could have had a whistle, and I think that's good that you did. Just want to see this similar play right there. 21 again coming with that screen, making sure that if we're at center there, we're very aware of that. And that whole sequence was really good, Ashley. I think that you had great confidence, and that whole last minute and a half, I think y'all hit everything right. You threw strikes on those three decisions there. Good patience, Ashley, on the strip, as well as the block shot. I think all of that was just legal basketball. And there's a saying, let athletes be athletes. And hey, they're being athletes right now, you know, and we don't have to make a decision or insert ourselves into the game, rather. I thought that you did a good job there. Okay, a little frustration there from Red as well. Hope we had a little conversation, just a little quick little thing, especially when a player's trying to talk right as you're trying to report and go long switch. It's hard to do that. But even a quick thing like, hey, I had you hitting her, or hey, you can't go through her. Like, I hear you, something like that, just to let you know that, hey, I'm a person too. I can talk to you. I understand that you're upset. And looks like we're having a high ball screen every time by Black 21. Nice little pick and roll action there. But hopefully by now you all have noticed that that's been happening every single play. Love the rotation there, Deja. Crew, you found it really well. That might have been the first of the half. But we had a post matchup setting up on that side. Deja, you came over quickly. Look again to see if you were in close down first or not. But it looked really good from my side. Okay, how many timeouts does each team have? I believe it's one each team. Hopefully we're aware of this as a crew. We do have a quarter coming up, a quarter break to discuss that. That's something to definitely be aware of here as we go into the final quarter of a semifinal game, 3-point game. What is this conversation about here? I'm interested in what you're talking about here going into the final quarter. We got a 3-point game. Both teams got a timeout left. We haven't had very much in terms of behavior and such. A little bit on the red I've seen from the coach, a couple of the players. Black, I haven't seen really anything. I don't know if you've talked to them at all. But let's just make sure that if we're reviewing anything, we need to review, but also focusing on, more importantly, getting ourselves set up for success in this quarter. Is there something we need to talk about? Being ready for screens, being ready, just stay locked in rotations, anything like that we can discuss. I always prefer to talk about those things rather than to reminisce on it. Maybe I missed this play or whatever. Talking about things that we can look for this coming quarter, game situation, time, score, timeouts, fouls, and any sort of player coach conduct issues we have to think about. So you guys look really good. And let's have a great quarter. This matchup between 21 and 25 is going to be interesting. As a play there, I think maybe you can think about coming over there, Ashley. I know the drive had started, And it was kind of a bump, slow, back down type drive. But there's no angle. We can't help out a lead on the other side in that play. We're leaving it all to our center, really. And there's another play. Screen action. I did say screens were going to hurt us. If anything, looked like that was a foul on the defense for blowing right through a screener, and it looked like it didn't need to be called since the offense scored a three-pointer. But I wonder if we saw that on time or not. Another thing as you go into the last 8 minutes, 40 seconds of this game is to think about the momentum and how things are shifting between which team has it and which team doesn't. Think about how that might play into their reaction to a call or a no call, and how they might react and be more desperate to steal the ball or score or whatever. Something to be aware of as the momentum shifts. And as intensity rises, we have to rise as well. That's the right call. Looks like a backboard violation 100%. Great hustle there, Deja, as well. Are we inbounding this ball in the right position? Yes. Good job on the crew there. Good job, Ashley. 28-foot line, remember. We're in the new front court. We have the 4 spots this year. Excellent work. Remember, all screens are 2 referee plays. Deja, that's a great job by you as well, directing traffic. Looks like all 3 of you are really strong in that area. Directing where we're going after a foul. Really good job, guys. Way to insert yourself there. That's another play that could be testy, especially late in the game. So I like that we're being aggressive on those plays. Giving it a second to play out. Maybe they're going to steal the ball, but then getting right in there when we need to. So yeah, there's another feet situation play. Center. Nick, I would love to have you have a good look at the feet there. It was a little bit of a stumble. Not saying it was a travel, but since the primary defender got beat, it would definitely help our lead out if we could have a good look on those feet. See, there you go, another screen play. I told you that they might be what hurt us, and Nick, I guess, heard me. You weren't going to let that hurt us, so I love that you had eyes on that. Definitely look at that again. Let's make sure we know what about her wasn't legal. But I think that was a great call within the scope of the game, given the amount of screens she's setting and how she's been kind of testing that line of legality. So now we have a 7-point game with Red in the lead. Would love to see that play again. So now we have a clear, frustrated player. Obviously not our responsibility to make sure that they're happy. That's something we have to be aware of and address if needed. She tried to draw a charge play. There was some contact, no whistle. I would love to look at that play again, just to see if you all saw that defender as early as you could. Kind of a secondary defender situation where she traveled a great distance to get into potentially legal guarding position, potentially. So let's make sure we're being hyper aware of those plays. And 21 needs to be taught how to screen. She's doing some good ones. All right, here's something where we maybe have some words need to be said. I can't tell if y'all said anything. I think you had a great whistle there, actually getting in there. Yeah, we absolutely have some frustration, especially on the black team here. Something, hey, easy guys, easy, or we're all right, something like that can be said. Let them know that we're here. Let them know that we see you, we hear you, and you know, we're still running this game. Another interesting play there that could absolutely lead to the frustration of black. Down by 9 points, gets knocked to the ground. I wonder how well y'all saw that play. Just be careful calling plays across the lane. Not saying you're wrong or right in this situation. And based on the reaction, it looked like the right call. But just to understand that we have the center as well. Center staying engaged in those plays. Especially high up plays across the lane. Generally, the center is going to have the best look at those. Okay. I think that the initial drives, block, no call, I think that was a great decision. Remember, start, develop, finish, decide. Can't say that enough. I think that was a great decision from what I looked. You got a better angle than me though, Deja, but I'll trust your judgment on that play. We then had a play where two defenders from black immediately swarmed the red ball handler on the rebound. I think that whistle could have come a little quicker, knowing that they're frustrated, knowing that they're both not legal and they have hands all over them. I'm curious as to what the coach said to you here. Otherwise, we did what we needed to do on that play, so good job, guys. All right, it's time for the press. Looks like Nick, you're in the right spot here at center helping out. We got a minute 32 in a 12-point game. Not the closest game you've ever been in, but we still got to see it through. Love to see that play again. I apologize if the camera missed it. Definitely some contact. Maybe it was on the ball, maybe it was on the hand or on the wrist. Key rule for y'all to remember is any part of the hand that is on the ball during a shot is considered part of the ball. So if they hit the hand from the backside as it was palming the ball, that's going to be a legal play. Versus if they hit the upper wrist or the forearm, obviously it'd be illegal contact. So just being aware of that rule. I think you were in the right position to have a good look at it. So you got to trust yourself and go from there. And be ready for any coach or player response and how to react accordingly. So one thing I'll note with momentum and stuff, I talked a lot about how as we go into timeout here, I talked a lot about how Red was a team that was frustrated, especially going into that third quarter. But now I hope we've noticed that it's shifted more to Black. Obviously they're the team losing. They're down 15 now with under a minute to go. It's not looking good for them. You know, a lot of calls have gone against them in the last couple minutes. And so just being aware of that as we have only a minute left in this game that's clearly going to be won by Red. Got to make sure that we are seeing it all the way through the end. We understand that Black is frustrated, not being afraid to use our voice and assert ourselves when we're needed here. All right, looks like we've made our way through this game. And yeah, congratulations on a great game, everyone. To Deja, Ashley, Nicholas, congratulations. It was a real pleasure watching you three work this weekend as well as this game. You all looked really sharp as a crew. Feel free to use my thoughts for use or not use them, however you please. My name is Josh Knoll from Southern Miss. Feel free to ask me any questions. It was a pleasure watching your game. Pleasure working with you all this weekend. I wish you best in your careers and in your future.